So, what is this? It is resistant. Yes, it is. It is also anti-slip. You will not be slipping on it. And even when it's wet, you will not slip on it. So what is it? It's also very resistant to various chemicals, and it's easy to clean. So boys and girls, what is it? Just look at this. It's fabulous. You just take and wipe, and it doesn't damage it. Well, let's talk about it. Hello there, boys and girls. Hello there, boys and girls, and welcome to our brand new video. In this video, we will finally finish our floor. But before we do, the ceiling has been done in black, which means the floor will be glossy white. Highly glossy white. The floor has been done with a leveling mass in the previous video. And we have also sanded down this leveling mass with 120 grit paper. And we have prepared it for the next process. So here, we will start by applying a bonding mass, which is here divided in 3 components, which is the surface itself, epoxy dilutant, hardener. So we will mix these up, apply them on the floor, and wait for 12 hours before we continue the rest of the work. Of course, we will also sand down this surface before applying the color and the lacquer itself. So, let's continue with our work, boys and girls. So now we will mix the component, which is a bond. As you can see, they call me a quick fix tataraga, which means I work very quickly. This is not sped up, do not be confused or tricked. However, I haven't called Guinness yet to try and confirm my record. But anyway, now that I've finished this part, let me explain. So, this is it. This is the bonding surface. This is used to bond the concrete as well as the polyurethane paint. We've decided to use polyurethane instead of epoxy because it's stiffer and it's more durable. So now we will have to wait for the next 12 hours for it to dry off, and then we will start working on our floor. So it looks better already, doesn't it? But once we finish the floor, it's going to be awesome. So, see you in 12 hours. So, here we are. It's 12 hours later, it's daytime, and if we look closer, our bonding surface, well, it's dry. It's definitely dry. So now we have to sand it down with 400 grit paper, which I have here. Look at this. And this is our polyurethane paint, which we will use on the bonding surface. So let's begin. So I'm sanding down with my Mirka. I always use Mirka. Mirka is my favorite tool, especially when applied with the green. So, after sanding everything down and vacuuming it, we can now finally mix our polyurethane paint, which here we have about 4 kilograms of it. And on the other side, we have a hardener that is used with the polyurethane surface. So let's mix these two up and continue with the painting of the garage floor. Now, through my life, through my years of my life, I realized that working is much faster if you're wearing socks. So as you can see here, my extremely incredible speed comes from the fact that I actually wear socks when working. The socks give me stability, agility, speed, and resistance to various chemicals. It also makes me feel good. Now, we do this in 2 layers. This is after first layer. So, as you can see, it's a little bit rough when you look at it. But now, after it's dried off, we will sand off the entire floor again with a 320 grit paper. And then we will apply the second hand with a compressor. Yes, a compressor. So, let's start sanding down the paper again. And I'll see you once I finish the sanding process. So look at this. Look at how resistant the floor is. It even resists my famous Mirka de Ros 5.0. It is a beast of a mass. Look, look, no damage. Look at this. Yes, Mirka failed this time. So it is a very hard floor, even with a 320 grit paper. So this is a high quality product, boys and girls. And this is a floor usually used in a working environment, the polyurethane floor. So let's continue with our sanding and our improvised vacuum cleaner. We will be pulling out the debris so it doesn't get messy before we apply the second layer. And here we are, continuing with the second layer. As you can see here though, we've changed our game a bit. I am wearing sports shoes. And also, because I'm wearing sports shoes, I'm a little bit bigger than I usually am, so I cannot move as quick as I usually do. So I'm doing this very slowly. I hope you enjoy my slow process. But you can already see the difference. The second layer of the paint is covering up really nicely. And again, it's done by an air compressor. Very good stuff, isn't it, boys and girls? I'm really enjoying this. I love watching this. I hope you do too. Just look how shiny it is. It's reflective. Right? It's really reflective. So now as I walk here, it's been 3 hours since we applied the last layer. So I can walk here without any issues. Let me turn on the light so you see what we're dealing with here, boys and girls. Just look at this. So yes, after drying off, we have finally finished our floor. So the garage now looks much nicer, and we got exactly what we wanted, and that is that the floor is laminated. It doesn't slip. Look at this, it doesn't slip. Let me apply some water because I'm just that kind of guy. Just look, no slipping, no slipping. This is awesome. But also it's very durable. Just look at this. These are paint drops here, and we'll use nitro dilutant here to remove them. Now, just look at this. It's so resistant, it's only going to remove the black spots. The white paint will not be touched. Nitro dilutants are very strong, so this is highly impressive. Look at it. It's also very resistant to physical damage. There's a lot of shine. Now, when it comes to the orange peel, this is the issue here. It's because we used a 25-liter compressor, so it didn't have enough volume to actually apply the whole paint properly. However, I don't really care or mind. The point was to get a very clean floor. But the more orange peel you have, the more resistance there is in the floor. So the floor is way more resistant to wear and tear, which is something I prefer, as I work here every day. So in my humble opinion, this is the best solution for any surfaces in a garage, because it is very durable and it looks very nicely. Just look, there's a reflection here. Very nice reflection, as well as shine. You will also see a couple of examples with dark cars inside, so what kind of effect this kind of floor has on the dark cars. So I hope I was able to help you with this video, and that you like the garage. You've seen this part in a previous video when I was doing the ceiling. Now all we have to do is well, these shelves here, which will drop out and put something else instead of them. Here we'll put our AMD detailing logo, and the lower part of the side walls, about 10 centimeters of it, will be done in a color which I want you to suggest to me in the comments. So about 10 centimeters will be in a different color. So go ahead and suggest. Thank you for watching this and for supporting me, and yeah. Let's see a couple of examples of nice dark cars on a white floor surface. So here we have a nice small sports car from a Mercedes brand, and then a big car from an Audi brand, and then a blue car from a BMW brand. So yes, these are a couple of examples here, and you can see the car really shines well. You can see much better now when you work on the cars. But anyway, boys and girls, if you have any comments, please leave a comment. Please like, please share. YouTube really works when you share the content more than anything. Ring the bell icon, make it nice and ringy so everyone can see when we post a new video. And until next time, boys and girls, take care, have fun, and I hope you will enjoy our next video as well. Goodbye, boys and girls.